Good morning. Welcome to Stretch and Strength. I'm Mira Cook with Battery Dance. Make sure you have a nice cleared out space. We're going to do a lot of stuff lying down, sitting up kind of in a low area. A yoga mat might be handy, or a blanket or something like that. We'll do some Pilates exercises, stretching, and breathing this morning. Let's get started with our legs in a loose cross-legged position. Find your sit bones, hands on the knees. Let's just gently circle the torso. And we get like a little stretch in the sides and the sides of the hips. Take some big breaths while you're at it. Let's reverse the direction. Let's already start to track our spine, which is kind of swirling right now. So we feel from our tailbone all the way up through the back of our head. Breathing. Just a little side to side, side bending the waist, rocking. Now the chest pumping forward and back. Good, let's switch the cross of the legs. And it's looser than if I was sitting normally. Walk your hands forward and just stretch. Let's get rid of any tension in the shoulders, any tension in the head or the face. Big breaths. Sitting up, change the cross of the leg again. Walking the hands forward and relaxing. Good, with your feet out front of you. First, let's just circle the ankles. Reverse the circle. Just waking up the feet. Let's take a moment to just wiggle our toes. Good, and sitting up very tall. Flexing our feet, we can glue our inseams together. We're gonna breathe in, stretch tall. Breathe out and stretch over. In and tall, like a wave washes over you from behind. 2 more times. Last time. And this time you can just hang over. Your hands can touch your feet or your shins or whatever you can reach. Let your head hang. Some big breaths into the back of the body. Imagine your lungs cover your whole back. Good, sitting up tall with the palms down, we're just gonna glide forward. Our arms stay parallel to the ground 8 times. 1. And see if you can do it without reaching the shoulders. We're reaching more through the chest. Good, just pulsing the hamstrings a little bit. Let's do a half roll down. So here we go. We're gonna see if we can tuck the tailbone in the lower back without shrinking the whole body. Can you start by tucking the tailbone? Good, and then we'll roll about halfway down. Then squeeze your inseams and roll the upper body up and forward. Stretch over your shins and then sit up. Breathe out, tuck the tailbone. Engage the inseams, push the belly button down, go up and over, and then sit up. 2 more times. Tailbone, half roll down, up and over your legs, and come up. Curling down, shoulder blades pressed down and together, up and over. and come up. And this time we'll roll all the way down. Slowly, placing one vertebra on the floor at a time. Good. Let's hug our knees and rock back and forth because it feels good. Sway your knees to one direction and then put the arms out to a T, and we'll just do a relaxed twist. Some big breaths here. Get rid of any tension in the shoulders, the front of the throat, the face, and the jaw. Now let's bring our knees to the other side and look away from your knees, twisting the spine. Good. With your legs in tabletop, we'll just sway the knees from one side to the other, not all the way. So I'm just going to use my abs to kind of twist and then grounding the belly button to bring your feet back over you. One more time each side. Twisting the spine. Good. With your feet right below your sit bones and your hands pressing down, we'll do an articulated bridge. Roll, tuck the tailbone, roll up the lower back, the middle back, the upper back, and we'll press down through the shoulder blades. My tendency is to arch my back a little here, so we want to make sure the lower back is lengthened, even though we're pressing through the shoulder blades. And we want to squeeze our butt. If you want to know if your butt's working, you can touch it and see. Is it flexed a little bit? Relax the sternum, the ribs, the middle back, the lower back, and finally the tailbone relaxes. Let's do a couple more times. Breathe in. Breathe out to start your tailbone tip, your lower back, your middle back, and just going to a straight point, not going too far till we're arching. Ribs are closing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, and you can feel your hamstrings working already. Let's go roll up and stay. Tucking the tailbone. Blow the tailbone with your breath. Riding a roller coaster up. Now we're going to march our legs. Just lift one foot and then the other. Trying to tip the hips as little as possible. Press down through the upper arm, back of the shoulder blades. Keep the front of the throat long. It's hard. One more march. And then we'll roll down. Now just marching, just lifting the knee to tabletop and back down. We're waking up the lower abs, marching. Good, and bringing that into a toe tap. So we'll start with our feet in tabletop. Again, arms pressing down. The waist is closing and the belly button is going down towards the ground. I'll tap my foot towards the ground. You may make it all the way to the ground, you may not. Just go as far as you can before your belly wants to arch. Tap. And back of the neck is long. In front of the shoulders are relaxed. That's hard for me. One more time each side. And roll on your lower back. Lengthen one leg and pull the other knee to your chest. Big breath here and feel long in the front hip. Bend the bottom leg. Place the top leg across. Grab the bottom thigh and pull it towards you. Figure 4 stretch. And the knee that's higher will push away from your shoulder with your own strength. Flex both of your feet. Bottom foot kicks up to the sky to add a hamstring stretch and bend. Stretching it, bending it. Stretching. One more big breath here. You can relax your feet. Push that knee away from the shoulder and bring it down. Now the opposite knee comes to the chest and the bottom leg elongates. Long in the straight leg hip. Bend the bottom leg, place the ankle across. Pull the bottom thigh towards you as the top knee goes away from the shoulder. Breathing. Flex both of the feet. Straighten the leg. Bend the leg. Straighten the leg. Bend the leg. Straighten the leg. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Last time. Relaxing your feet. Pull your knee towards your chest. Big breath. And grab the back of your thighs and roll up to seated. Let's take a little straddle stretch. Make a V that's comfortable for you, and then walk your hands forward to stretch. If you wanted to, you can flex and point your feet. Big breath into your inner thighs. Sit up. Press one sole of the foot towards the inner thigh. Opposite hand goes to folded knee. Other arm goes up, and we'll stretch sideways. Let's flex the foot. Trying to get the shoulders away from the head. And let's again track the line of our spine. So all the way from the back of the skull down to the tailbone. Is your spine arching or is it just bending sideways? Other side. Extend the leg, bend the leg. Opposite arm crosses, the other one goes up. And then without arching, we'll just go sideways, leaving plenty of space around our head. Big breath into your side body. Come up one more time into our V. The inner thighs take a lot to get stretched out, so we'll give it one more stretch. Big breath. Good. With the legs all the way together, feet glued together. First, we're just gonna sit up very tall, not behind our sit bones. We'll sit up high on it. Airplane the arms out. First, let's see what it feels like to just twist the ribs. Only the ribs. The hips don't go, and my arms, I resist the urge to whack my arms. Shoulder blades slide down, and we just twist from the rib cage, and your gaze follows the direction of the body. Now we're gonna add a pulse. We're gonna blow through a stop twice, and we're gonna go, and then breathe in through the middle. Breathe out twice. Activate the inseam. One more time each side. Excellent. Let's go to our hands and knees. Tabletop position. Palms are right under the shoulders and knees are under the hips. First, we'll tuck our tailbone and we'll do a cat position, breathing out. Look at your thighs. And when we do the cow, we focus on the chest arcing up and forward. Cat. Cow. Cat. Shoulder blades push down. Cat. Rotate your elbows forward a little bit. One more time, cow, cat, cat. Cow. Now finding a straight spine, let's just bend side to side. So my rib comes closer to my hip, and then I do the other way. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Now let's do hip circles. We'll combine those two moments. So we bend sideways, then we go into our cow, then we bend sideways the other way, then we move to our cat. So it starts with a side bend, a cow, a side bend, a cat. One more time this direction. Side bend, cow, side bend, cat. Now we're going to do the other way. Side bend the other side. Focusing on the chest going up and forward. Side bend, focusing on tucking the tailbone. Side bend, chest arcs up and forward. Side bend, tuck the tail. One more time this side. Side bend, chest arcs forward. Side and tuck. Take a child's pose for a moment. Big breath as usual into the lower back this time. Keep your hips the same, but walk your hands over to one side so we get a side stretch. Walk your hands to the other side. Good. Back to your all fours position. We want to press through the knuckles of the hands. We don't want to let all the weight dump back into the wrist joint. So pressing weight a little forward. We're going to do a sternum drop. So the sternum drops between our arms, and then we push it away. And that's the only thing that happens. We have the urge to arch and curl, but let's leave the spine straight. And shoulders are always pressing away from the ears. Down. Push up the sternum, the throat, and the nose away from the ground. One more time, and then we stay in this position. We're going to walk into a plank. Put the back foot behind you. Let's do a plank with our feet together today. Join the feet. Drop the first knee. Drop the second knee. So if you're starting with the right, it would go right, left, right, left. Continue your pattern. Suck in the tummy when you go to the plank. One more time this side. Hips stay in the same place. Now we'll start with the other leg. So we go back to the plank. Drop our knees down. And shoulders are pushing away from the ears. Dropping down. Butt out. Sucking your tummy just one more time. Hold here. Now let's push to a downward dog, and you can spread your feet out. Downward dog. Press through every knuckle of your hand. Lengthen the lower back. Tailbone goes up to the sky. Big breaths here. Dropping your knees. Sit back and roll your wrists. Let's do a little bit of glutes while we're here. So finding your all fours position, we're going to raise one foot behind us. We want to try to do this without arching the back or tilting the spine. Trying to keep a straight spine. I'm going to try and kick the ceiling 15 times. 1, kick the ceiling. You'll feel your butt and your hamstrings work. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Suck in your belly button. 13, 14, 15. Let's do 20. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good for your booty. Wiggle it out. Other side. Sucking in your tummy. Kick the ceiling 20 times. 1, 2. I'm trying to just kick the heel up, not too much back. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the shoulders pressing down. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. One more time, child's pose. Make your way onto your side for your side lying leg series. Cradle your head in your elbow. The legs will go straight. And then we'll put them about 6 inches in front of us so it's easier to balance. Other hand can be in front of your chest. Suck the bottom waistline off the ground. Suck in your tummy, lengthen the lower back. Flex the feet. Lift the top leg. Glide it back, up and down 8 times, keeping in parallel and only moving the leg. 4, and lengthen the neck. 5, 6, 7, 8. Point the toe, little circles the size of a dinner plate. Try not to arch. Reverse the direction. Bend the bottom knee, flex the working leg, and we pulse twice forward. Breathe and bring the leg behind you. And pull up the stomach as our leg goes behind us. Sniff, sniff. Out breath. One more time. Leave it behind you. Bend the knee so you feel your hamstring, and then thread it through like we're riding a bicycle. Still drawing the belly button in, and the lower back is long. Reverse the bicycle, bend it, push it behind you, and then down through. Down through. One more time. Relax your leg and tap out your hip. Let's do a banana, a couple bananas while we're here. Stretch the bottom arm out and the palm will be up. Suck in the tummy, side bend the body, and levitate the arms and legs. Banana. Putting it down. Let's just do it once more. Side bend to pick up the arms and legs for banana. Nice work. Swivel to the other side. Cradle your head in your hand. Feet are right below you, but then we'll adjust them 6 inches in front of us so it's easier to balance. Suck in the tummy, lengthen the lower back. You might even squeeze the butt. Hand is in front of you. Flex the foot, glide it below your sit bone up and down 8 times. 2, and pull up the side waistline off the mat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Point the toe, little circles. Suck in your tummy. Reverse the direction. Bend the bottom leg, flex the foot, pulls it twice forward, and then behind you. Behind you. And as the leg goes behind you, I draw in the stomach and pull the knee towards the chest. Last time. Bend the knee behind you. Bicycle, kick it through. Glide below you, pull up the stomach, bend behind you. You want to feel your hamstring and your glute as your leg bends behind you. Now reverse. Bend through the middle, kick behind, down along. Bend, kick back, down along. Bend, kick back, down along. One more time. And bend, tap out your hip. Time for our banana. Bottom arm is down with the palm up. First side bend your bunny, suck in the waist. Coming up. And coming down. Suck in the tummy. Side bend, lift. And the last time. Up. And coming down. Nice work, guys. Let's roll onto our back. We'll just do a tiny bit more abs, and then we'll do 1 or 2 things on your tummy, and then that will be enough. We're kind of like working our way around the core. We did stomach, we did sides, we did some upper body, we did the glutes. So hopefully this will all be making our center feel strong and spread out for the day. Well, lengthen, that is. Grab one knee to the chest, the other knee will go long, and we'll just switch like this. Actually, let's change it so the outside arm goes towards the ankle, and we suck the tummy in. Bring the head up, suck the tummy in. Belly button goes down, back of the neck is long. Now we do it with scissoring legs. Breathe out. Push down through your lower ribs. 4 more. Good. Roll onto your tummy and just take a moment to rest. You can sway your hips back and forth. I like to rest with my arms by my side. Take some big belly breaths so your stomach expands and your lower back comes off the ground. Good, let's do baby swan. Legs are close together, squeeze the inner thighs. Hands are off the sides of your shoulders. First thing we do is we push our pubic bone down. Then we suck up the belly wall. Head is down on the mat. Then first we'll just lift the throat in head. What does that feel like? To tuck the pubic bone, but to pick up the back of the head. So we're working the back of our neck and the upper back. Come down, try it again. Tuck the pubic bone, suck up the belly wall. Now levitate the head. From there, push down through the elbows, and we can roll the heart a little up and forward so we get a little upper back extension. We want to work the upper back, not dump through the lower back. And then coming down. Try that again. Pubic bone down, suck in the tummy, levitate the head. Heart rolls up and forward, and then press through your elbows into the mat. Look diagonally down. We don't want to overextend the neck. Let's do that one more time. Pubic bone down, suck up the belly, levitate the head, heart rolls forward, press down through the elbows. Good, and rest again, and you can turn your head the opposite way you did before. Big belly breaths. Rest one hand under your forehead. Grab the other foot if you can. Quad stretch. Push your pubic bone down. Kick into your hand. Squeeze your butt. We're going to wait about 45 seconds here. Big breaths. Long, slow, smooth breaths. Switch the hand under the forehead, grab the opposite foot. Pubic bone pushes down, suck up the tummy. Grab the foot, squeeze the butt. Big breaths. One more. Good. And just one rocket. Hands are up. Suck in the tummy. And lift the arms and legs off the ground. Rocket shooting through the universe. Push to a child's pose. Big breath. Beautiful, guys, and that's all we have time for today. Thank you for joining me. If you're able to, you can donate to batterydance.org, and I'll see you another time for Stretch and Strength.